All right, so welcome everybody to our very hectic Thursday event. So thanks for jumping on and being patient with us. I appreciate that. So we're gonna try and make this as quick as possible, but there's really important information that we want to share with you with our special guest. So I'm going to quickly just start with this quick update about our cinnamon. I think I mentioned this during our recognition event. It used to be, our I think it's spicy hot cinnamon, I think is what it was called. So now it's just simply cinnamon. But Mike wanted to remind you that if you search by the old name, it won't come up. So if you're searching for this candle, just search cinnamon. And it is now officially shipping with that new updated label for you guys. And then progress on our current cause candle, our autism awareness. So progress through yesterday, we have sold 323 of these candles with 76 distributors who have purchased them. So I wanted to show our top 3 distributors. So far, nobody's hit 50 yet, but we're very, very, very close. So let's take a look at who our number 3 is. Lane Townsend. Number 2 is Yolanda Olguin. And number 1 so far, Ronnie Davidson. So congratulations to all you guys. You're doing a fantastic job. And just a reminder what they're shooting for here. So the top seller of 50 or more candles gets $200 to donate to their local autism organization of their choice. So great job, you guys. All right, and then quickly our April sponsoring incentive. I wanted to give you an update on how everybody's doing. And we had one new one slide in this morning, Bob. We had a new sponsor this morning, so I wanted to
know. And I think she's on here.
So here's everyone who's earned one of those brand new fragrances that we're going to have in May in our scent sway. Brand new. They'll be the first to get them. So we have Shelly Browning, Josie Duquette, Suzanne and Keith Galloway, Valerie Lopez, Elizabeth Penny, Lourdes Rodriguez, Evangelina Sagado, Carrie Taylor, and Kathy Zabawa all have earned one so far, and we're still plenty of time to go. But look at here. Kathy Mahady has earned 3 already this month. So great job, Kathy, for earning 3 of our new scent sways. So great job. All right. So moving on to our May cause candles, because that's really the main event today. I'm going to be introducing, we have a guest with us today. Her name is Angie Tiggs, and she's Director of Development for ALS Arizona. So I wanted to start off by showing a short video that's going to introduce us a little bit to what this is all about.
Can you guys all hear it?
Mom's a link.
Go lay down.
All right, so Angie, I'm going to hand this over to you, and just let me know as you want me to move forward on the slides for you, okay?
All right. And then after the call, Kim, if you want to email out that video to everyone, the sound wasn't working. So it definitely has more impact and feel to it if you can hear the sound, but it's not a big deal. So thank you for sharing that. So thank you guys for having me. My name is Angie Tigas. I am the Director of Development for ALS Arizona. And I want to personally, in front of everyone, publicly thank Kim first and foremost. I met Kim through a care service coordinator from our organization that attended her dad's clinic. And when they were actually at clinic, Kim was very, very adamant and reaching out saying, how can I help? And she brought up Mia Bella's candles and talked about how you guys have cause candles, and spoke very highly of Bob and how he really firmly believes in helping all these different causes. And so real quickly, they were readily willing to donate candles that we actually sold, and were able to raise awareness and raise some funds for our walk. So you can see that Kim is actually wearing her walk shirt. So in honor of her dad, they had a walk team, and I just want to personally thank Kim and also applaud her. Her walk team this past year, so it was in the fall in November, raised over $9,000 for our organization. And you guys were a big part of that too, because you helped with the candles. So good job, Kim. And thank you for everything that you do for ALS Arizona. As far as what is ALS, I don't know if many of you know what ALS is. It's one of those things, if you don't know, it's a huge blessing, but it is really, really a big deal for us to raise awareness, to let everybody know that this is a neurological disease. It's very progressive. It either starts bulbar, so it's speaking, or it's speaking, so there's slurred speech, or you have issues with breathing. So those are some first signs. Or the other symptoms are limb onset. So there's weakness or there's twitching. And basically what's happening is the motor neurons are not speaking to the muscles and delivering those messages. So those muscles are starting to atrophy, which is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. So ALS, it affects a very small number of people. It's actually a very rare disease. So ALS, there are 5,000 people that are diagnosed per year. And our mission with serving and some of our slides are a little mixed up because I hurriedly sent this to Kim. So I'm just going to speak to every one of them. But our mission and our vision basically is to serve, to advocate for all of our people that are locally here in Arizona. But we also are raising awareness across the country. But the unique thing about ALS Arizona is we are boots on the ground here. So our staff will actually go into the homes of people that are afflicted by this disease to educate, to advocate, and to empower them to live their lives to the fullest. So the expectancy of an ALS diagnosis, there is no cure. So it is terminal. So that is 2 to 5 years. And every 90 minutes, someone is diagnosed with ALS and someone passes. So when you hear 5,000 people are diagnosed, it's not a huge number, but there's also so many people passing away too. So it's very progressive. So in ALS, 90% of it is sporadic, so anyone can get it. 10% is genetic. So there are specific genes that people can be tested for to see if they're gene carriers, but it's very, very rare. And then military veterans, for some unknown reason, are twice as likely to be diagnosed with ALS. So it is service disease. So we get lots and lots of support through the VA. So I know Kim's dad was a veteran. And then it's proven, evidence supports that if you attend your clinics, your multidisciplinary team, you prolong your life immediately by 6 months, just because of the service and the multidisciplinary teams, the equipment, and all the things that they can provide, mainly the respiratory equipment. So it affects your breathing. It is $2 billion. That's the estimated cost to actually develop a drug. So these drugs, we have a couple of them that will slow the progression. So again, we said 30,000 at any given time have ALS in the country. 5,000 are diagnosed on an annual year. And this is just another diagram of what it is. So basically, the big thing is the motor neurons speaking to the muscles. So it affects walking, talking, breathing. The estimated cost is $250,000 for someone that is diagnosed with ALS. And primarily the reason for that is the equipment is so expensive if you don't have insurance. And with insurance, only 80% of your equipment is covered. With veterans, on the other hand, 100% is covered. And so being a service-related disease, they get more coverage. And then a lot of people actually lose their jobs because they're unable to work. So again, there's no cure for ALS. So here in Arizona, all of the different chapters and the different United ALSs throughout the country have unique programs and services. So just to share a couple of ours, we have our certified clinics. We have our in-home visits. So once someone is diagnosed, we will actually go out to their homes and sit with them for a couple hours and educate them on the disease. We provide transportation to those clinics, or if there's a Living with ALS program, such as we've taken them horseback riding and done all kinds of different fun things, adapted golf, we will pay for transportation for these individuals to get there. We have lots of medical equipment. So at any given time, we have $70,000 of equipment in people's homes. So that equipment is delivered if they cannot afford it. We have our education classes. So we help the caregivers a lot with different education on how to utilize the equipment, how to stay ahead of the disease. And we call that program ALS 101. We have caregivers support. So we have many support groups that support our families. It is a family afflicted disease. So it's not just the patient that is affected. So we have support groups every month. We have a respiratory therapist on staff with loan equipment. So again, this is a costly thing if you do not have the funds to pay for your respiratory equipment monthly or annually. So we have that in our loan closet, and we just need scripts from the doctor and we can deliver that. So again, I mentioned the support groups, and then we have our respite care, which is giving our caregivers a break. So just a final note, here in Arizona, we serve almost 600 patients throughout the state at any given time. So. And then to the drugs, this is something that we had 3 FDA approved drugs. Our drug, Riluzole, Radicava, and Tofersen, which is a genetic drug, they actually have only been around in the last 5 years. So there are major advancements happening in research. Here in Arizona, we are a hub for research. So one of our clinics just received millions of dollars. So there's lots of exciting things happening. And we just had him speak at a gala a couple weeks ago. And one thing that he said that was really, it gave all of us a lot of hope is he said the revolution is coming. He feels within the next 20 years, there's going to be great therapeutic options for this disease.
There he is. So thank you, Angie, because this was
Thank
really
you.
that started this with my dad. And he was diagnosed in August of last year and died in December. That's how quickly this disease affected him. Now he's a very rare case at his age to get this disease. I mean, every doctor was just kind of flabbergasted by how does an 86-year-old man have ALS, because normally it starts much younger. But this, you guys all know who know me. This is my passion for this cause. And so I wanted to share. I'm trying to make sure I don't give away. I'm excited about this candle because it's a new fragrance that we're releasing in this too. So I'm going to read the description really quick. So let yourself be whisked away on a sensory journey where every inhale is a sip of sunshine and every exhale is a sigh of contentment. With this zesty blend of lemon, mint, and vanilla that celebrates life's simple pleasures and cherished memories. So it has top notes of lemon, citron zest, and orange pulp, middle of mint sprig, sea salt, and lemongrass, and bottom of vanilla, sugar, and crystals. So our new fragrance is lemon drops. And here's what that beautiful candle looks like here with Create a World Without ALS. So again, this is one of our cause candles for May, where again, Bob generously is offering $200 to the top seller of $50 or more. But ALS Arizona is our organization that we're supporting through the sales of this. So obviously every candle that you guys sell, $2 will go, and every candle that is sold directly through the website, $5 will be donated to support this cause. So I also created a form for this for you guys too. And Angie, I'll kind of customize one for you that is not about the distributors, but for you guys, for your organization, because I know you're planning on supporting this through your website, through your social media as well. But here's an order form. So if you guys have an organization that you want to support through ALS, here's a great order form for you guys to be able to use as well. So thank you so much, Angie, for joining us today. I appreciate it so much and looking forward to hopefully making a big difference. At least, like you said, raising awareness because so many people, I know I didn't know anything about this until it affected my family. So, and I know how much you do, especially if they're not veterans, like you said. This is the group that's out there. This is the help that they get. And I can't say enough thanks to the VA for all the help that they gave my dad, but I know that you guys step in for those who aren't veterans. So such a great cause.
Tim, can I just say one more thing really quick? I just
Absolutely.
want to share with everyone that I don't know if you guys remember 10 years ago was the Ice Bucket Challenge, and it was the biggest thing that happened to Facebook. So people were taking the challenge, and I know I for one took the challenge, but I did not know the degree of this disease. But this year, this August 3rd, you're probably going to see in your areas, there is going to be a movement and it's going to be really huge. It gives me goosebumps, but we're doing some really great things and big things in Arizona. And we have lots of other ALS United members that are going to be doing something on the same day. So if you guys get the opportunity, we would love the support. We are bringing the Ice Bucket Challenge back on August 3rd this year to celebrate the 10-year anniversary and the advancements. So thank you for all you guys do. We appreciate having this opportunity.
And I know my mom wants to do the walk again in honor of my dad in November. So, they'll be hearing more about that in November.
Yeah, November 2nd.
That $9,000, the majority came from this community. So I can't thank them enough of how they just rallied and gave so much support. So
that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, now our next, I'm excited because look, Mia is joining us. Mia Sukozo. She is the youth program director with NAMI in Bucks County, and also Nick Amy is the associate executive director of NAMI in Bucks County. So we have two extra special guests joining us today. So you there with us, Mia and Nick?
Hello.
Yes, we are. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Bob.
I'm here with Nami Man today. Nick stepped out. He had some meetings, but Nami Man is taking in for his place. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces and names. So hello everyone. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about NAMI, and I'll talk more specifically about NAMI Bucks County. But as always, as my dad says, appreciate your business. We appreciate, the donations and, continuing these conversations around mental health to end the stigma around it. NAMI Bucks County has been around for 40 years. We are actually the largest affiliate by volume in the country. There's at least 600, around 600 plus affiliates throughout the country, which I'll put a link in the chat in a few minutes, so you can find one near you. So if you're interested in donating to your local affiliate, I encourage that as well. So we educate, listen, advocate, lead. Yeah, Kim, next slide. Thank you. So this is our mission at NAMI Bucks County. So we're dedicated to improving the lives of individuals and families affected by mental illness through recovery
Oh, I
focused
was just
support.
pulling up something.
Through recovery focused support, education, and advocacy. So those are our three main focuses. This is in our office specifically. And of course, NAMI Man's in there too. So I think a lot of people expect our office to have a lot more people in it for all the things that we do, which I'll get into some of those things that we do. But our office is very small. So this is our group. So here's some information on the number of people that we're serving every year. So you can see that there was a huge influx of participants since COVID, and we have been growing since then. I more specifically work in the support, with the youth programs. So part of what I do is included in, a lot of what I do is in the education program participation. So the money that's being donated through the candle will go towards the youth programs, which I'll talk about some of those youth programs in a minute. But all throughout the county, I'm going to different school districts. So we've been seeing a lot of different kids and talking to them about mental health. So these are some of the programs I was referring to. The biggest one on the right is Ending the Silence. A lot of affiliates offer it in schools for students, family members, and staff members as well. And it's a one-time presentation that talks about mental health conditions and the warning signs and statistics on it. We do talk about warning signs for suicide, and most importantly, how to help yourself or a friend. And with that comes our own experience. So talking about our own experience with these things, and a young adult usually comes as well, and they share their story, and they focus on recovery as well. The teen check-ins are support groups that we run for the teens, and Say It Out Loud is a 6-week program that we offer in schools around social emotional learning. And my personal favorite, because it's my baby, I created Small Talk for ages, for grades K to 5. Ending the Silence is for grades 6 through 12. And I really wanted to see the little ones, so I made a program for the little ones. And by the end of the program, they all become mental health superheroes, just like NAMI Man. So so we talk about naming our feelings and different emotions, normalizing them, and we practice coping skills together. It's a lot of fun, and they all get masks at the end to be a mental health superhero. And you see some pictures in front of you. Those are the worksheets that we use while the kids are going along throughout the presentation, so they could take them home, talk to their families about what they learned, and continue those conversations at home. And on the right, you see NAMI Bingo. I created a bingo card for an after-school program that we run with a local nature preservation organization. So that's pretty exciting. We get to combine nature and mindfulness and mental health. So that's a lot of fun too. This is our warm line. Again, something a little bit more outside of my scope is the support program. So our emotional support warm lines available every day for people to call and just talk to somebody, someone who's trained as a peer living with mental health conditions, or as a family member who has, and they're trained to answer these calls to listen and support, not judge you. And be there for you essentially. And again, not as like a doctor or a therapist, but as a peer. And these are just some examples of our support groups that we offer. We do offer a lot of different support groups, which we're very lucky to have. But these are just a couple examples. And if you flip on the next page, there's a couple more.
Mhm.
So these are our programs that we run. We have support groups every day but Friday, different times of the day. Most of them are on Zoom in our affiliate specifically, and we run some in person as well. And these are the education programs that these are standard programs that are run throughout different NAMIs. So you can look up your NAMI affiliate to find them local to you. So Family to Family is for family members of people living with mental health conditions, and you learn how to support them essentially. Peer to peer is very similar. It's usually a person living with a mental health condition learning how to support themselves through their recovery. NAMI Basics, very similar to family, but it's for parents and caregivers of younger children.
Oh, here we go.
So normally I'd have a transition in there, but we were a little bit fast today. So thank you, Mia and Nick, for all of that information, because I know we always support these organizations, but we don't always know what's behind them and really where does this money go to help. And it's so good to see all of the different things, amazing things that you guys do with your organization to help people. So thank you so much. And this is
Thank
the
you.
candle.
Kim, I'm sorry to interrupt you. NAMI Man, did I miss anything? I forgot to.
Well, I just want to, if you're wondering why there's a superhero sitting on your Zoom call today, I just wanted to jump on. I'm also the Associate Executive Director here at NAMI Bucks County. Mia is my colleague. She is the best gift that all of you have ever given to NAMI. I love her with my whole heart. She's the best part of our team. And I'm here today as a mental health superhero because I'm a suicide attempt survivor, and I live with a mental illness myself. Under here, I'm Nick. But I just wanted to extend a thank you to all of you from the bottom of my heart. I think this is the 3rd or 4th year that we've been selling this candle, and it does so well for us. And as a suicide attempt survivor myself, I also have 8 years clean and sober. This means the world to me that all of you do this. I'm the person that this has helped. There were days that I was so depressed that I couldn't get out of bed, and thoughts of suicide were just chronic for me. And seeing all of you come together to do this, it warms my heart, and it makes me feel like I survived for a purpose. I really do. I can't thank you enough. And my favorite candle is Amber Nights and Stress No More. And then this is my 3rd one. I love these candles. And I love the Scacozo family too. This is a family-run business, and all of them are just the most wonderful people that you'll ever meet. And so I am truly lucky to be part of this. And that's all I'd like to say. So thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I see Bob, he's choked up over there. So we love Mia too. And I know I wouldn't be with this company if I didn't feel the same way you did, Nick. They're a wonderful company, wonderful family.
Love
And
them.
just these causes are just one small thing that they do, because there's so many more things that they do. But thank you so much for sharing your story too, because I think that's really what really sheds light on everything, is that it's personal to so many people, and you never know who it's affecting. So
Absolutely.
thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for putting this together, Kim.
Absolutely. My pleasure. So this is the candle. So again, same thing with the ALS. Top seller, 50 candles or more, you get $200 to donate to your local organization, and $2 for sale goes to NAMI Bucks County, and then $5 from the corporate website as well. So great cause, great fragrance, great label. And it's so fun to have 2 different causes that we're supporting in the month of May. So thank you very much for joining us and sharing all this great information. I know it helps our distributors. Again, the more you know, the more power you have, right? And makes them more confident to go and talk about both these causes. So thank you so much. And I do have a sheet for you guys too. Obviously for this too, if you're doing your own fundraiser. Here's your order form that you guys can use as well, to go out to your local organizations and help them raise money as well. Because I know Mia and Nick, a lot what the distributors do is they'll give a portion of their proceeds to a local organization on top of all of this. So much good going around, really sharing the love with this wonderful company. So that's at that. So speaking of more candles to love, transition here because we're talking about May candles. So rain is going to be coming shortly too. This is Bob's favorite candle that's coming back. So looking forward to that. But May, all these different causes, but I don't know if you guys knew that Military Appreciation Month is also in May. So I'm excited for this. And I know we have some people on this call that are excited about this fragrance. So we're featuring Midnight Wave in our military candle for the month of May. So we're not using this as a fundraiser from the company, but you guys obviously can do any fundraising that you want for any local organization that's military and use your proceeds. And the way we do that is now it's also part of the buy 11, get one half off, so that you get a little more profits on this candle that you can share if that's what you'd like to do with this candle. So that's going to be available as well. So all 4 candles, because we're going on this big trip and I know I leave tomorrow night. So the office, I'll show the schedule in a minute, but all 4 of these candles, normally we'd be like, you get to get them now. Well, we're not able to do that right now, but when we come back on Monday, April 29th, all 4 of these candles will be available through your back office and your websites, because here's the schedule for the home office. So they're going to be closed Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So obviously you can still submit your orders. There's just going to be a little bit delays in processing and shipping, right, Bob? If you want to extend a little bit on that.
Yeah, the office will be open just 2 days that week in order to fill some of your orders that you may need. And so we're taking a trip. And so the employees are getting some time off to go enjoy with their families and friends. So it's a win-win for everybody, right? So be patient with us, but everything will get shipped and that's in the house. So place your orders online in your back office. Phone lines will be down for those days. And, we want everybody to have some fun, right?
Absolutely. And what company does that? They go on their incentive trip and they give the employees, paid time off. No company does that. I'm just saying, just another reason that this company is so fantastic. So that's great for you to do that, Bob. And we know our field will be very understanding of that. So we appreciate that. So anything else you want to share before we wrap up?
I do. Yeah. Thanks, Angie, Nami man, Nick, my man, my second son, my beautiful daughter, Mia, Mama Mia. And, there's 2 great causes here and lots more. And so, Mia, you were going to post the link. Angie, I don't know if you posted a link so that people could go in their local areas and hook up with an organization like NAMI, Bucks County, and Angie out there in Arizona, in other states, and help them to raise some money. Let's blow this out of the water for the month of May. Let's donate a whole bunch of money. I want to write some big checks. Let's do it. And the good side for our distributors, Angie, Nick, and Mia knows this, is that not only do you win by getting some funds from us, but we feel good about what we do as a fundraising company. But our distributors will make a little money and donate some of their profit back to local organizations in their area. But it helps them to create new customers and awareness that, wow, this company gives back, and they can pick up other fundraisers. So I always call it 3 wins: win, win, win. The company wins, the donation wins, and the distributor wins by being a part of the community, raising awareness, raising funds, and building their business. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about all of them that we do all year long, but especially today because I got my beautiful daughter there, and I'll see her in a short period of time. We both landed at about the same time. So thank you all for being on the call. Go out there and support these causes. Start making phone calls. Find organizations that want to be a part of Mia Bella's donation. And thank you. Thank you for your business. We appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.